Hello everyone. So this is Maurya again, and today I learn about the singleton pattern. So before moving on to understand what actually singleton pattern is, let's understand what problem it is trying to solve. So let's say I have a centralized database and these services are trying to access it. So when they try to access it, they will create their instance, and for every query, new instance will be created. That makes my DB call slow, and if a lot of requests came at the same time, my server might crash. So in order to solve this problem, I need someone that will try to help me out in centralizing these resources at the same place. So how can we do that? One possible solution that I can think of is I will be using global variable, but there will be a problem using that. Why there will be a problem? So let's suppose at any point of time I do my global variable as null, then everywhere it will be null. So whatever the things that will be associated with that global variable will crash out. Second point, if global variable creates as soon as the app starts. So let's suppose a user came to my website and it all only visit the help page. So what it will do is my server will have a DB call. So in that way, my DB cost will arise. So that is why we do not use the global variable. Yes, this might be a possible solution, but this is not an optimal solution. So then comes the singleton pattern. So what is singleton pattern? Singleton pattern says that एक क्लास का एक ही ऑब्जेक्ट होई और केहू के भी अगर नया कनेक्शन बनावा के हो तो उ यही वाले ऑब्जेक्ट से बात करी बाकी कहीं ना जाई. So this is what singleton pattern says. And how can I achieve that? I can achieve that using the private. I will create a private constructor so that whenever I try to create a new object from outside the class, I am not able to create it. So then how will I create the object? I will create the object using the class. And for that, how can I associate my some things with the class? Using the static keyword. So my instance will be under the static keyword so that I can access it using the class itself. And how will I create that? I will create that using the get instance method and I will return this instance. Now there are two ways how I can create the singleton pattern. The first one is easy initialization and the second one is lazy initialization. Easy initialization, as the name suggests, it's eager, not easy, it's eager. So it is eager to do some things. So in easy initialization, the object is created at the time of the object initialization itself. And in lazy initialization, I try to create the object in the method so that whenever I try to call it, it will get executed. Now there are important points that I have to keep in mind is that in eager initialization, it is thread safe, handles by the JVM. We do not have to take care of it. But when I try to do lazy initialization, I have to make sure that there is no any race condition arise. So what is race condition? Suppose there are two threads that arrive at this instance at the same time. So there might be possible that they try to access that at the same time and it is null at the same time, so it will create two objects, but I do not want that. I want only single source of truth. So in order to create a lock so that only one object enters this function or one thread goes inside this function to initialize, we try to use a keyword that is known as synchronized. So yeah, that's it for the singleton pattern. Bye bye.